made a scream the last time you were on the air last week. Yeah. It just blew my mind. That scream occurred when you hit the alien. Coming from inside the freezer. Here it comes. Oh my God, that's awful. Oh God, that's awful.
One of the most creepy, incredible stories you'll ever hear. Jonathan Reed says that he was out with his dog Suzie, hiking. His dog breaks loose and starts running. He starts following his dog and he hears his dog yelping. When he gets there, he comes upon the scene of seeing a 4 to 5 foot tall creature who has his dog by both jaws and is ripping it apart. Pull out a video camera and his still camera he had in his bag and start photographing this thing.
In the fall of 1996, Dr. Jonathan Reed, an alleged Seattle-based psychologist, experienced an event that challenged the boundaries of reality. Hiking with his golden retriever, Suzie, in the Cascade Mountains near Seattle, Reed encountered what he claims was an extraterrestrial life form. That day, while the pair wandered through the wilderness, Suzie dashed off into the woods after something that had caught her attention. After a few minutes of searching for her, Reed was drawn to a strange, high-pitched, oscillating sound. As he approached the source of the noise, he stumbled upon a nightmarish scene. Worst, he rushed toward the sound. What he saw blew his mind. An alien, about the size of a small kid, was standing there. Suzie had her teeth locked onto its arm. Then, in a shocking twist, the alien grabbed Suzie's jaws and tore her apart, turning her into white ash. Furious, Reed grabbed a tree branch and knocked the alien out cold. Below is the footage Reed shot after everything went down, and it's what most people have seen.
Actually, in a defensive or fearful sounding bark, and it was just chaos sounding. I mean, it wasn't just one or two, it was just almost non-stop.
The creature was unlike anything Reed had ever seen. It was about 4 feet tall with a skeletal humanoid frame. Its skin was an eerie mix of gray and white, and its large, black, almond-shaped eyes were devoid of emotion. Reed reported that the creature seemed to be wearing a seamless metallic black suit that covered its entire body. According to Jonathan, the creature was described as humanoid, with a height of around 4 feet. It had large, black, almond-shaped eyes, and its skin was gray-white, almost like parchment. Its body was stiff and cold, and it didn't seem to have a muscular system like humans do. It didn't have a nose or ears, and its mouth was merely a small slit. Reed claimed that the creature wore a black metallic garment that was extremely resilient, and a silver bracelet on its left wrist. In a state of shock and grief over the loss of Suzie, Reed picked up a large branch and struck the creature, which fell unconscious.
I was close. I was probably within 50 to 75 feet of her. And I dropped my backpack that I had, and I picked up a branch that happened to be laying on the ground that was about 6 or 7 feet long, about the width of a baseball bat. And I thought I can at least defend her off of some, animal. I found myself face to face with this creature, this small, childlike in size creature.
Reed then did something utterly astonishing. He brought the creature and an obelisk-shaped device it had been holding home with him. Now for the evidence. Over the next few days, Reed took numerous photographs and videos of the creature and the device. The device, according to Reed, had the ability to render the creature and itself invisible and create a distortion field around them. Reed also reported that the creature was alive for a short period in his home before it vanished, leaving behind only the device.
A little bit. When you played a scream the last time you were on the air last week, it just blew my mind. That scream occurred when you hit the alien. When did the scream occur? I still heard the sound, scratching sound, almost a thump, scratching sound. It was coming from inside the freezer.
The force of the sound made me feel like something was pushing against your chest.
Play the sound for us once again, please.
I will. Hold on.
Okay, here it comes.
Oh my God, it's awful. Again, it happened very quickly.
Jonathan Reed claimed to have a plethora of evidence supporting his alien encounter. He captured the entity and the obelisk-like device it was holding in a series of photographs and videos.
I caught myself before I actually hit the ground, and I realized I was touching something that didn't belong in the forest. It was a big, black, wedge-shaped thing. I mean, definitely not natural to the forest.
Which he later shared with the public. Here are the primary pieces of evidence Reed presented. The photographs and videos. The most compelling evidence Reed provided were images and video recordings of the alleged extraterrestrial entity and the mysterious device. The device, on the other hand, was obelisk-shaped, and according to Reed, had the power to render the creature and itself invisible and create a distortion field around them, the physical evidence. Reed claimed to have retained physical evidence from his encounter. This included the obelisk-like device that he said could manipulate time and space, and a strange metallic bracelet that was reportedly on the creature's wrist.
Today I placed this on my arm. I have no idea why, other than maybe I was programmed to do so. It's a teleportation transfer device and communication device.
He also claimed that his dog, Suzie, was killed by the creature, further solidifying the tangible impact of the encounter. Witness testimony. Reed's friend Robert Wraith vouched for his story. Wraith claimed to have seen the creature while it was in Reed's home, providing a second-hand witness account of the incident. Biological samples. Reed also claimed to have taken biological samples from the creature, including tissue and blood. However, the results of the analysis of these samples have been controversial, with some reports suggesting non-human DNA, and others dismissing the samples as fraudulent. Personal accounts. Reed's detailed personal accounts of the incident, which he shared on various radio shows and public forums, form an integral part of his evidence. The skepticism. His vivid descriptions and emotional recounting of the event added a layer of apparent authenticity to his narrative. Despite the comprehensive collection of evidence that Reed has put forth, his assertions have not been immune to skepticism and doubt. Critics have consistently raised questions regarding the reliability and authenticity of his photographic and video evidence, pointing to perceived discrepancies in his narrative and highlighting the absence of independent confirmation of his physical and biological findings.
I've come here to personally hear your story and to hear your response to it. And Jonathan, you're not being truthful with me.
In spite of these contentious points, Reed's account endures as one of the most renowned and fervently debated stories within the chronicles of UFO encounters. Reed's astonishing tale rapidly captured the imagination of both UFO aficionados and skeptics alike, causing ripples throughout the community. His story gained further notoriety as he appeared on esteemed radio programs such as Coast to Coast AM, where he shared the intricacies of his bewildering experience, along with the evidence he had gathered over time. Nevertheless, Reed's narrative has not been without its detractors. Many observers have labeled his story as an intricate hoax, citing inconsistencies within his account and pointing to the lack of substantial evidence as indicators of its dubious nature. Appearance on fact or faked paranormal files.
When I came here that day, right up here through that opening in the trees is where I came over and I saw my dog entangled with this thing, and my dog was screaming for her life.
In the show Fact or Faked, the show team investigated Reed's claims, analyzing the artifact, the so-called link, and reviewing Reed's footage. Ultimately, the team found inconsistencies and anomalies in the evidence, leading them to conclude that Reed's story lacked credibility. The investigation did not substantiate his claims of alien encounter, leaving the case unresolved and viewed with skepticism by the show's experts. One thing I'd like to add is When they record his audio and determine that his voice detected deception, I'm not really sure how that affects his truthfulness. I do believe there are lots of things to be skeptical about, and the likelihood of this encounter happening is probably very low. But the way the show shows them concluding that it's false is kind of a little on the dramatic side.
This little creature pulling her jaw apart.
Despite the ongoing debate and controversy surrounding his claims, Reed's story continues to be one of the most captivating and hotly contested cases in the annals of UFO history. Whether one chooses to embrace or dismiss Reed's alleged encounter, it undeniably stimulates reflection and discussion about the potential existence of extraterrestrial life and the broader implications for our understanding of reality. We are eager to hear what you think about this intriguing case. Please share your thoughts and perspectives in the comments section below for more fascinating content and explorations into the unknown.